Good evening, Callum. Yes, indeed, you're right. Yesterday there were another two missiles that hit uh, the town of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region. Just to tell you what happened actually. So there were allegedly there were two Iskander missiles. The first one was hit. The first one hit the residential building around 7 p.m. and 40 minutes later it hit the hotel across from the residential area. This is the downtown of Pokrovsk. Pokrovsk was served as a humanitarian hub for more than a year because roughly 5 minutes away from this hotel and from this downtown, there is a railway station from where every day the evacuation train departs, carrying the injured soldiers, carrying injured people, injured elderly. So another thing that the hotel that was hit, it's called Druzhba, meaning friendship, was actually the place where many journalists could stay, foreign journalists that are covering the war in Ukraine, because it's kind of a modest hotel, because the majority of the better hotels were already destroyed by the Russians earlier this year or last year. And what happened in this situation? So you mentioned 8 people that were killed and 88 people injured. Half of these injured people were representatives of the rescue services and the police. What happened when they came at the spot after the first missile and they started rescue operations, Russians did a very crucial thing. So they repeatedly sheltered area, which actually is the strategy they used before in Syrian cities. And the White Helmets reported about this before. So we call it a double tap, and this is quite not merciful thing to do, because it's a very difficult decision for the rescue workers whether to wait according to the protocol some time before starting rescue operations, or actually start saving lives of people that are still under the rubble.
Yeah. How has Volodymyr Zelensky and indeed the Ukrainian government, how have they responded to this latest attack, and to, I suppose, any indication as to how they may take action from here?
Well, all of the missile strikes are normally meet with condemnation from the Ukrainian officials, and of course, we hope that there will be investigations and the International Criminal Court will proceed with the cases with the cases conducted by the Russian war criminals. But Ukrainian military are fighting on the front line. The counteroffensive is still happening. There is intensification of the fighting near the Kupiansk area in Kharkiv region. So that's what's happening at the moment. So just to tell you that actually here in Kyiv there were several air raid alerts throughout the day. So it's the risk of being targeted is everywhere.